Hi, welcome to my second channel. Well, if you're new here, my name is Jabulile Moketi, and this is gonna be my second channel where you get to see more of me, but you get to see me outside of the locker room. You get to meet the real Jabulile, and yeah, I'm excited for this new step in my YouTube journey. I've always wanted a YouTube channel that just was just me being authentic and me putting content out there. And yeah, I'm excited for this. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that post notifications so you're notified whenever I upload a video. Well, let's get into it. Well, let me get into the introduction of this video. My name is Jabulile Mokieti. How do you spell that? First name Jabulile. Jabulile. I have it somewhere up here. Moketi. Mooketsi. Well, one thing that I've learned is that I've always wanted to do YouTube, and this is gonna be my second channel, so this is gonna where you're gonna see all of the most random things. By random, I don't mean like me just taking like a video of the grass outside, but what I mean is like me playing soccer, me playing football, me playing golf, me hanging around my friends. So it's gonna be that kind of content, and I just hope to put genuine and hope good content out there. But you might say, hey, Jabs, don't you have a second channel? Yes, I do have two channels. This is the other one right here, which is called The Locker Room, where we talk all things sports. And eh, I created this one because I wanted something that was just authentically me, and you guys don't have to see the formal version of me. And yeah, so let me get into it. I am 21 years old. I am a student athlete. I grew up in Cape Town, South Africa. That's why you probably hear that I've got an accent. And I study in the United States since I was 19 years old. So you can do the mathematics behind that. Uh, so now that the introduction is out of the way, so this channel is just gonna be videos of me sitting like this, speaking to you guys, trying to put some genuine content out there. And I don't have any real plans for this channel, but the one thing that I am for sure, I for sure have a plan is I'm gonna be putting a lot of content out there, and I just love making content. So what better way to do it than put it on YouTube? I mean, normally I would have a whole content production out here. I would have what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about, where I'm talking about, yada, etc., etc. The whole shebang. I'll have it out here. But this time, I will normally before everything is, I would ask, what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to see? And the biggest trending topic right now that I can think of from the top of my head is Coachella 2026. And the reason why I speak about Coachella 2026 is because who the headliner was. By the way, Coachella was an absolute vibe from what I've heard. I mean, I heard Sway Lee was there. No, I saw Sway Lee there. David Guetta was there. Um, and the main event, the headliner of this, who got paid $10 million, was Justin Bieber. Wow. And ever since that Coachella performance, Beauty and a Beat has gone up to first place in Spotify stream list. I mean, it's been trending ever since the Coachella performance, and many of his other songs have moved up in the charts. And that just goes to show of the star power that Justin Bieber is. But that's not the reason why I would speak on Justin Bieber. It's because of that performance at Coachella. This Coachella performance, I think for me, was one of the most best Justin Bieber and the most authentic Justin Bieber performances I have ever witnessed. I was not there, but I should have sold my house to have been there. But that's beside the point. Justin Bieber's performance was so good because he was just Justin. Like this was the person that was just being authentically himself, and he just literally gone up to stage with the laptop, played his old tracks, and he just started singing. And it was so good because a part of him healed inside, and I think a part of him did, a part of his fan base also did heal, because that wasn't Justin Bieber, that was a 13-year-old kid who had a dream and somewhere somehow got lost and managed to find himself. That was what we saw, and Justin Bieber, that was a good performance. But a few lessons that I've learned from that Coachella performance was Justin Bieber's Coachella performance. I've learned four lessons from that, and I'm gonna go through them quickly, and so that you guys can understand why this performance was so good. But it's because this time Justin Bieber didn't follow any expectations. He didn't have nobody telling him this is what you have to live up to, this is what you have to do. This for the first time in so many years, right? Justin Bieber sold all of his tracks for 200 million a few years ago, right? So he doesn't have full ownership of his songs or his previous hits that he had before this. And basically, he fired his old agent, he fired many of his management, and he just went off and he did what he wanted to do, and you could see that within the performance. And what I mean by you don't always have to follow expectations is that you don't always have to give people what they expect. Sometimes doing something different makes you unique, and he was truly unique within that time. Number two was that growth matters more than perfection. You don't always have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We are all human beings. But one thing is that his past did shape him to become the person that he is today. His past is part of his story. And so my past is part of my story. Hence why I'm leading. I am. What I mean by growth matters more than perfection is that your past is part of your story. And good evaluation matters more than trying to look perfect. So that means that if you make a mistake, right? Proper growth is learning from it, evaluate it, so that next time when it does come up in the future, you know how to deal with it. And I think Justin Bieber has grown from being that 13-year-old kid to the 24-year-old kid who was arrested to being a husband and a father, right? The thing that I learned was that not everyone will agree with you, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Not everyone's gonna like your music, not everyone's gonna like the way you dress, not everyone's gonna like the way you talk, nobody's gonna like the way you walk, and that's fine. Because if you put yourself out there, right, you put yourself vulnerable to criticism. What matters is staying true to who you are. Don't go against your own values and morals to please other people. Thing that I would like to move on to is authenticity. Authenticity stands out more. And what I mean by authenticity, meaning but you must be authentically yourself. People see through phony, right? That's one thing I've learned in life. If you're a fake person, it will show that you're a fake person because people can read through fakeness. And that's one of those things. And Justin Bieber in this performance was just authentically himself. I mean, in between song, this guy was playing memes. I don't know if you saw, it was a bunch of funny moments that happened within that performance. But one thing it did prove was Justin Bieber was authentically himself. And authenticity takes you a long way and it makes you relevant. So Justin Bieber went from a 13-year-old kid who got too much too fast, got ruined by the same system that built him, and eventually reinvented himself. Justin Bieber is not only a musician, but he is the face of when you face adversity, you can always come back and reinvent yourself. And that's what he did. So Justin Bieber, thank you so much for that performance. That was truly beautiful. Segment that I'd like to speak about is my favorite shows. Well, you're probably wondering when you're not recording YouTube, playing soccer, or study, what do you do? Well, I watch TV. Okay, I watch television. And one of my favorite shows right now is The Rookie. I'm gonna put it somewhere up here. If you know Tim Bradford, you know Lucy Che and John Nolan. It's a cop show, but it's like the funniest cop show ever. The storylines are interesting, and my favorite character on there, to be fair, right now, is just Smitty. Smitty is so effortless. He's just like he don't care about life. He's just a old cop who's just serving his time within the police force and is just looking forward to retirement. But another favorite show of mine that got cancelled was Los Angeles Police Department, or LAPD SWAT, which featured Hondo Harrison, Deacon, Tan, Jim Street, Chris Alonso. Uh, there was so many Commander Hicks. There was so many characters, but I loved the storylines that from season one, I think until season eight, that was like you watch the evolution of each and every single one of these characters. That was so good to watch. But I don't know why they didn't get it renewed for another season, but they did do their own spin-off, which is like it won't hit the same because it doesn't have those same characters. You know, whenever there's a new spin-off, it doesn't hit the same without those key characters. And I'm excited for the new spin-off because of course the only remaining character right now is Hondo Harrelson. But I'd like to see what it is all about. And The Rookie is renewed for season 9, which I am absolutely elated, excited about because that means I get to see more of The Rookie and I am all for it. Well, I hope this video was entertaining as much as it was for me. You guys get to know me. This is gonna be my second channel, and I hope today you just learned a little bit more about me and my favorite kind of shows. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that post notification so you're notified whenever I upload a video. My people in them, loving guidance. Hello, hi. If you're new, well, hello.